Welcome, foolish mortal, to Awful Neutral. Starring Dave Callens as the stalwart paladin.
Kevin, I love books about cats.
SaraLee Steiner as
Gertrude, holder of the endless maxi pad.
Dan Sanborn as the gnomish warlock.
Decorative cabbage. Oh, hold on. Bam!
Clint Visor as a powerful cleric.
I go by TV. Proud pipe puffer.
Salvador Viesca as the talented rogue thief.
Hi, I'm Lothario de la Pulga, and what do I have to do to get you into this airship?
Welcome to the Awful Neutral Podcast. I'm your Damian Master, Dungeon Mercado. With me, as always, is Dave Callens.
Hey, what's up? I'm Dave Callens, owner-operator of Kevin the Tabaxi Paladin.
Fuck yeah. SaraLee Steiner.
Hey, what's up? This is SaraLee, also Gertrude.
Clint Visor.
Hi, I'm Clint Visor, and I play fuck Tiffy.
I think that's the first profanity.
He finally... Did you finally develop Tourette's?
No, he's sworn a lot before.
He rolled a
Go back
20
and listen. He swears a
for
lot.
swearing.
Salvador Viesca.
Hi, I'm Sal, Lothario the Rogue, and I'm very proud of my boy Tiffy for finally cussing.
Dan Sanborn couldn't make it here today, but we do have a guest today, Jesse
No decorative
Egan.
cabbage?
Not today.
Bam.
No cabbage decorating this place.
I'm Substitute Dan Sanborn, Jesse Egan, and I play a furbolg.
We're going to get to know him a little bit more,
Bless you.
but since we all kind of know each other, anybody want to ask Jesse any questions?
Nope.
Favorite color? Stumped him.
Yeah, you want
He likes all
to
the
get
colors.
closer or farther away? Okay.
man.
I like Damien's shirt color, purple. It's beautiful.
That is a good
you.
purple. Mm-hmm.
For now, he tends to take his shirt off halfway through recording. Pants, too, sometimes.
It doesn't stop at the shirt, big guy.
Wait, these microphones can't see color?
Oof.
It's okay.
Get me out of this bit.
Laugh
editor,
So that
politely,
asparagus.
laugh.
When we last left our adventurers,
Sounds like a tongue twister.
well, I can say it, so it's not that good of one,
When we last left Lothario,
and his 4 compatriots, they had just left Adventure Mart. Kevin had summoned 87 cats from the abyss
oh yeah,
into this world using a tome of cats.
Clever move.
It's a lot of
it's
cats.
just for amusement.
Yeah.
He likes to have fun.
They spent a lot of time making fun of the halfling staff. So our heroes have just left Adventurers Mart. Lothario has the ring of evasion that he stole.
It was a ring of bonding or something like
Yeah,
that.
ring of
That I
bonding.
bonded to another ring of bonding, and we weren't too sure
Double bonded.
if that could be unbound, so I can bind it to something else, or if I'm going to have to bind that second ring.
It's like a
But we
covalent
also had
molecule.
questions about it traveling through and if it would go through a person and kill them.
It would not yet.
No, we said it would take the path of least resistance. Maybe maybe if you talk to Tiffy or some other person.
But
who
in the
knows magic.
description that you gave us, it said that
Make
a
more
person would have to
resistance
roll
than
a
everywhere
dexterity roll to
else.
avoid it if it was heading near them.
Okay, all right. Well, then we'll handle that to see it later next time you use it to see if you killed people. But as they were leaving, they ran a good distance away, maybe to the far end of the Adventurers Park parking lot, where people
just
park their
sprinted, we just
carriages
felt like
and
it.
airships.
No reason to run, but we felt like,
Well,
we saw a lot of thick people that we just felt like, ugh, haven't done cardio in a while.
We figured slow motions played out. We wanted to run.
All the fat jiggle.
so there we are. Decorative Cabbage is using his newfound sandwich making machine. He gets a sandwich, a ham and cheese sandwich, and opens it up. None of you guys seem to notice. Roll a perception check.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Nat 20. I don't know.
7?
Okay, what
I-
perception check?
I saw him.
I'm 17, so I saw.
All right, so Gertrude and Kevin are the only ones who see what happens next.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a 4 plus 6. I got a 10.
As Decorative Cabbage sits there eating a sandwich, oh damn, can't wait to have this sandwich. Oh damn. You guys realize that of all the tattoos on Decorative Cabbage's arm, there was one that you guys noticed the most. It was a tattoo on his right hand. It was a tattoo of a book that said the Punkronomicon, and it was a very detailed tattoo. It had metal studs along the binding, like the leather looked beat up. This looked like a book that would ask you for change.
I imagine it's like stitched out of G.G. Allen's asshole.
It's stretched.
It's a stretched asshole.
The book does throw feces at you. Thank you for that.
That was a shitty joke.
Ooh. That was
So,
from SaraLee.
Decorative Cabbage notices that a lot of pain starts emanating from that tattoo, and then he starts seeing purple eldritch energy. Looks like purple lightning circling around his hand. Oh damn, this really hurts, guys. Oh damn, finger guns, bam, bam, bam.
Hold my sandwich.
Hold my sandwich, finger guns.
He would give away his sandwich. Come on.
Let's get drunk. I'm holding on to the sandwich. Next thing you know, this book springs forth. It is summoned into this plane from his hand. It lands on the ground right in front of Decorative Cabbage. The book flings open. Punk rock music comes playing out the side, but sounds like it's played by a band of ghosts. It's a very ethereal sound to it, very
Flash,
hollow
okay.
sound. Purple energy comes cascading from the book, and all of a sudden, a big skeletal hand wearing a leather glove, but with the fingers cut off, grabs Decorative Cabbage. Oh damn, this thing's got me! TV! And he gets pulled into the book. I'd like to remind you that only 2 of you guys are watching this incredible spectacle.
Not the person he was calling out to, by the way.
Yes. TV could not be bothered.
Lothario was just checking out his rings.
TV's just sitting there puffing on his new magical pipe that he just got. He's like, oh, this is fun. This is... He's just
TV, feel free to pass it. Feel free to pass it, buddy.
And as soon as it pulls him into the book slams closed. And that's where our adventure begins.
Gertrude takes one long drag off her cigarette very flatly and calmly goes,
Did you see that too, Kevin?
Should we tell the others?
Okay, just wanted to make sure I wasn't having another hallucination.
Residual purple energy crackles around the book.
I think they'll figure it out.
Indeed.
Has anyone seen Cabbage?
He went into his book. I pointed the book.
Oh, dear, that idiot! I told him we needed to learn more about his powers. Now he's a book. A book. I love books.
Kevin's going to open the book while he's talking. He's hoping for more cats or something.
As soon as Kevin opens up the book, intense punk music, but incredibly distorted, starts playing at him. It's purple energy. It's almost too much to bear. Kevin has to slam the book closed.
Does he?
Okay.
he is the master.
Kevin can open the book again. But it was pretty intense last time.
Kevin, not cool. Close it. Please close it, buddy.
I think we had enough books today.
We literally just watched our friend get sucked into a vortex.
What we?
Take a silent
Well,
pause.
I'm going to take your word for it because he's not here.
Silent pause as Kevin, in turn, stares at all 3 of them, opens the book again. Different page this time. He's got that cat-like curiosity, man.
It's playing a slightly different song. I want you to roll a dexterity check.
Not good.
I'm sorry, just dexterity saving throw. So add your saving throw
it's
to
not
it.
going to happen. I rolled a 3, so whatever.
Probably doesn't happen.
Yeah.
All right. A much smaller version of that purple skeleton hand with the leather glove with the fingers cut off comes and pokes you in the eye.
Oh, son of a bitch.
You could have dodged it.
You deserved it, man.
If you guys saw if you remember my dismount from the carriage last week, you know I wasn't going to dodge this.
It says, and you hear, "Fuck off, man!" And then the book lands on the ground as Kevin drops it, holding his
Kevin's
eyes.
rubbing his eyes.
And book closes.
Okay.
Okay, have we learned anything? Don't open books like that.
Like ever. No books for you, Kevin.
Kevin, please, for the love of God. No fucking books.
Okay, everybody, can you give me a perception check?
Ugh, I failed.
16.
Your little roller ticket.
Wait, what?
3.
Bad roll, you're gonna blame me.
3 for Sal.
7 total for me.
I have an 11.
Okay, we're going to say that only Tifi notices. As you guys are trying to wrap your head around what happened, only Tifi notices a 7-foot-tall figure walking up to them. Would you mind describing how your character is dressed, Jesse?
He's dressed in material that looks kind of like moss. You know, some might say it's almost cashmere-esque, but it's sort of growing like he's got a chia suit. He's a real crunchy dude.
I like it.
Kind of shaggy, kind of green, and a little smelly.
Is he Swamp Thing?
I just want to make a side comment. I think if we were all to have theme songs or like character songs, yours should be Move by Ludacris. But like, move, bitch.
Because I'm some sort of cowman?
Mm-hmm.
Cowboy, excuse
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, you know, this is the same podcast that gives Kevin nonstop shit about being part cat. No,
But that's not fun.
I want Lothario to be mocked for being part monkey, because that is what a human is.
Well, I guess I'm basically part cow, according to you guys. I don't know if that's...
Hey, I'm human too. Just because I have a non-gender doesn't.
We
mean
don't
I'm
know
not a
what
human.
you are.
Yeah. Autistic, we know that.
On the spectrum.
Side note: since Kevin didn't notice this figure, he's doing the Three Stooges defense. He's putting his hand up in front of his nose to block the finger bugs and try to open the book again.
Doink!
So you can either open it or someone can stop it.
Can I run over and try to slap the book closed and out of his hand?
Somebody just sit on it.
Roll a dexterity check. Roll a dexterity saving throw. We're going to see if you can dodge Lotharia's attempt to swap the book from your hand. By the way, this is all happening as introductions are being made.
11.
11? You are not quick enough. Lothario is a man of quick hands and is able to slap that book from your hand.
Pretty clumsy for a cat, I think.
Your only party
Shows how
hat.
good I
You
am,
need to
baby.
check your dice, bro.
Thank you, Lothario. And now we should. There's someone coming. Very. Oh, it's a furball.
Jesse's character is walking up. He's roughly 25 feet away and approaching.
I think
at
it's
a walking
rude to just
pace.
assume some guy's a Furby, dude.
He hums.
What's going on, everybody?
Our friend, my friend, just got sucked into the book. We're just assessing what to do about it. We may have lost him.
Damn, that's a hell of a book there. Y'all need to watch out for them books, you know that, don't you?
It is. Lothario, would you please hand me the book so that I can protect it?
Yeah, Lothario walks over and I'm trying to shield it from Kevin. I'm walking towards you with my back to him as I hand it to you.
Thank you.
Kevin, do you make a play for the book?
No. Kevin's just checking out the new guy.
I'm trying to figure out where that milk is at.
Are you eyeing my undercarriage?
Hell yeah, baby.
Yeah, I think he thinks you're storing milk.
Well, it's rather personal, but I do carry some extra tasty milk. If you'd like some, I'll share it with you.
Our taxi friend.
Also note, because the listeners can't see this, but Gertrude's getting the vapors. Seriously, she is really digging this.
She is chain smoking uncontrollably right now.
Gertrude is eyeballing the bulge on this new guy.
Hello.
All four of them.
I do also have chocolate and strawberry milk.
Yeah, you do.
I don't know who this guy is, but I love him.
My name is Chud Bingsly. And I'm what's known as a furball. And we're not real big on material possessions, so we like to give things away, including delicious milk. Would you care for some, partner?
I'm not a fan, but Kevin is very much so.
Sounds intolerant.
A furball. I'll show you my furball.
Oh, there's a lot of innuendo in this group.
Bulg. There's a G.
Yeah, there's a G in that bulge.
But believe you me, there's a G.
Excuse me. I need to look at this book for a moment. Please continue talking. Can I roll a perception check on the book?
Roll an Arcana check.
Arcana check. All right.
15? With a roll like that, Tifi, you know you've heard of this book. This book belongs to the ancient god. He hasn't been popular lately. Some say he's been dead, but he's Hanseth. He's the dwarven god of beer, rowdiness, fighting, punk rock, and just fucking shit up in general. He is a chaotic neutral god, and you know this to be a tome of all of his teachings. It is the most powerful artifact that he has bestowed on this planet. It has gone by many names throughout the century, to include the Punkronomicon, 50 Shades of Anarchy.
The girl with the Clash tattoo?
Oh, the places you'll mosh?
There we go. We're ending on that one.
Yes.
God.
This is incredible. This is the Punkronomicon. Wow. This makes so much sense. I wonder if he was always a punk, or if he became one after his powers.
Some are born with punk in them. Some have punk thrust upon them.
I have a question for Chud Bingsly.
I think that's what I said.
have to understand, furbolgs are very fluid with their
I
names.
didn't really come up with much on the way up those stairs.
Did you see what happened?
I saw some purple light.
You might say a purple haze.
Yes.
Is that what brought you over, or did you
came to
just
scratch
like
our
meeting
sesh.
people?
I thought somebody might have been smoking something, and I'd like to partake. I share, and I'm into sharing.
See, I like this guy.
I'm into sharing too, sweet pea.
Who's Sharon?
Is there a Mrs. Chud?
Never been sexually harassed this much.
Welcome.
I like you too.
All this talk of milk has gotten me thirsty.
Well, let me ask you, son. Do you like chocolate, strawberry, or original?
None of your witchcraft, please. Regular milk.
Shall I give it to you full force? You take it 2%, or are you one of them skim fellers?
You can do all that?
I got many powers.
That's not a private question.
I have a lot of milk-related abilities.
Gertrude has smoked a whole pack by now and is moving on to the second one. Like,
Kevin stomps the ground with the party end of his hammer and says, "Milk for all my friends."
No, you know what? You go. You go ahead. You can have that milk. You can have my glass.
Go to town. I do not need milk. Thank you.
I believe town is several minutes away.
We'll take your milk and go. Enjoy.
You can pour some milk on me, sugar.
All right, so I withdraw from my mossy pack in the side a tall, what looks like a cardboard kind of container, and I start pouring out frosty white milk for everyone. And they almost notice on the side there is a little bit of a picture on the side of the container, and it does say "missing" above it.
Do a perception check. Anybody who...
Can I get milk now? Because I thought it was going to come from Cowman. And now that I know it's from a carton, I'm going down for some milk. It does sound good.
You thought you were going to be sucking from an udder?
Well, the description of this guy was cow-type
you
person.
thought he'd just be like jacking off
Or
on you.
yeah, I thought that's why he had 4
You know,
flavors,
I'm-
one per udder.
I'm just the DM. I'm just running this campaign. But I'd
Strawberry.
be wildly offended.
That's
I'm
why.
Mr. Chud here.
I got a 17.
I got a 13.
I got a 21.
You're able to see what surprises you. It says missing. It says reward. 10,000 gold. And you would know, Kevin, that's an insanely high reward
Oh, it is.
for even for anybody who wouldn't be royalty or something. And so you notice that you probably didn't see the picture real well because it's hand drawn and medieval.
17,
and he was
bro.
moving
Come on.
quick. Tiffy, on the other hand, sees it's the picture of Lord Privilegington, the 6th airship, and it says missing on it. Lord Privilegington has
got privilege.
paid the milk company to suspend any and all missing persons and guarantee you there are missing persons in this town and put his missing airship to the top of the list.
A couple of birds missing for sure.
You hear in the distance, "Did you find my airship?"
The giggle echoes further and longer.
I don't know if he's using one of those old horns that people would blow to like the how.
Like
is
the
he using horn
Ricola
of
girl?
Gondor to-
He's
The
wasting
Ricola
the
horn?
observatory to follow you out of town. Just looking downward instead of at the stars. Advancing science.
We have the airship, right?
No.
No, we
What do we
jumped
have
out
the
of the
carriage. Gotcha.
They didn't stop for us.
And we have no idea where the
Gotcha.
airship is?
You assume that
right.
Featherbeard the pirate has the airship, but you don't know where Featherbeard
So
the pirate
what's a
is.
good way to start tracking them? Like, head in the direction we saw them fly
You guys
off?
are also moving on from this decorative cabbage loss pretty well.
Well, I have no idea what
Okay,
the
gotcha.
folk
Wait,
We just ate a lot.
No matter what you guys have
Our
planned,
characters haven't.
So you guys' mission that you're on is to go find this airship, basically, and the milk thing that I have says that this person's missing in the airship.
But now
The
it's...
airship
Just
itself
the
is
airship itself is what.
But
the
that's
missing
more
person
money
is.
than what he was willing to give us earlier.
Okay.
like I've given them a lot of options. So right now they have been asked by the super douchey Lord Privilegington, who sounds like an 80s bad guy.
Oh, nice.
Who
Devereaux.
they have been asked by Lord Privilegington to find his third most expensive airship
Okay.
because he needs to put on Flame Festival, And Flame Festival, that's the ship that's supposed to be handling the tents. And they put this thing on the last minute, and it's already turning out to be a disaster, and the Kenku pirates are making it worse.
Okay.
This city was stolen from the Kenku by Lord Privilegington, the mayor.
Lord Thaddeus Kensington Privilegington the third.
Sixth,
Okay.
Whatever.
So
He said it wrong.
my character's definitely not motivated by money at all.
But
But maybe he's into raving and like fire, the Flame Festival.
So
and
you're
he
here for the
wants that
Flame
to
Festival?
happen.
I like
so
that.
maybe I'm coming for the Flame Festival, and I also kind of want to find this thing so I can go rave.
It's good D&D karma.
Excuse me, my new acquaintances. The Milk Garden is offering a higher reward for the airship than he offered us.
Well, my jittery friend, milk is often a reward in and of itself. But I myself, I'm seeking to find this airship because I need to reestablish the Flame Festival so that I can get my boogie on.
You guys remember the Flame Festival was the festival that Lord Privilegington was putting on, the one that he had told Serverbot that he will have to suck dick to make this thing happen if necessary.
Right.
I encourage you all to go out and watch the Fire Festival documentary if that joke
I
was
won't
lost
go
on you.
that far.
But you now know that Chud is here for the super well-marketed Flame Festival.
Chud Bingsly. Raver.
Lover of ecstasy.
Lover of Molly.
An expert swordsman.
Oh, Sam Elliott really loves Molly.
Yeah, totally.
Sometimes you take the Molly, and sometimes the Molly takes you.
God, you are good.
All right. Character. Okay. Chud.
Yes, sir.
You didn't share way too much pot.
Chud. You are.
Is it milk you be needing?
No, I don't need or like milk. I'm sorry, no offense, but you are looking for the airship as well. Do you have any leads?
Well, just what it says on this here milk blurb. Apparently, the airship was last found in blank 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 DM.
The airship was last seen taking supplies to Monster Energy Drink Island, which was purchased by a subsidiary of Lord Privilegington. The native Kenku had a name that roughly translated to Island of the Ancestors, but now it's Monster Energy Drink Island.
Is the big bad at the end going to be Ja Rule?
That's going to be Rajul. We had a copyright issue.
I love it.
We actually were able to get Cisco.
Oh, what?
Thong song. From what the server bots remember and report was that a band of stealthy Kenku pirates snuck in the wee hours of the night and made off with the airship. It has been seen being captained by the fearsome Captain Featherbeard, leader of the Kenku pirate gang, on raids against various of Lord Privilegington's properties.
Did you catch all that, little feller?
Indeed. So west, then. West. That's the main...
Sounds like the Cliff Notes version of me. You mind if I join you? I can provide tasting milk to the party.
I'll speak for all of us when I say yes, please.
Well, we did lose Cabbage.
Who?
I've been thinking about this. We have the Punkernomicon. He went into it. So...
He's with the cats now.
It's a different book. This is much rarer, much more valuable. This is a rare relic. So even if Cabbage is gone, we have something amazing. And now that I have you guys, it's less terrifying to be without Cabbage.
Tiffy opens up to all of you in a rare display of non-autism.
Like Basic Instinct.
Wait, can he turn and just be speak really 7 years ago?
So all
Say-
ready to ruse.
Tell me
oh
what
my
time
God.
Wapner's on.
8:30. Definitely 8:30.
All right, everybody, roll me a perception check. As you sit outside of Adventure Mart, you look out to the west, and in the distance you can see...
You rolled a 1.
7.
In the distance you can see the Forgotten Sea.
14.
10 total.
She can't see anything, right?
I have a total of 5.
She just see the smoke of her cigarette.
I see my eyelids.
It's all the ash and all the cigarette smoke and
Gertrude is in her own little fantasy world where she is riding Chud. Where she's having her own little fantasy world.
No.
You haven't been throwing the vibe out there.
Okay,
Tim,
but
all episode.
Riding is extreme. I think in reality, the
Giving him a
illusion.
hand job behind an arm.
No, there would be like milk just pouring all over and it's slow motion, like pour some sugar on me.
So your fantasies are all music video related?
And she doesn't have a terrible smoker voice in it either. She has like
No.
the voice that she had when she was like.
And I have a butt.
You have a hunchback?
So far into a Fulberg fan fiction, erotic fan fiction.
No Yosemite Sam legs, no hunchback.
I'd have a regular arm.
The way you're describing though,
But
it's
she'd
more
have
of
2 robot arms.
I feel like that's a fetish.
That
We
would
just
be
unlocked
me
the kink.
dancing. Just,
If this makes the cut, that's a kink that someone just like realized they have to look up.
I'm so scared if we ever get fan art.
Are you doing the flash dance with the 2 legs?
Yeah.
With jelly feet? I need some Foley noise of like 2 slushing bags.
Wait, her feet are jelly too?
Just in my fantasy.
Okay.
Did anybody roll high?
Oh, I got
Besides
a
Clint.
16.
Yes.
Both literally.
She doesn't make her perception check.
I fucked it up, but I got 17 with a -1.
17? Okay.
16 as well, then.
Whopping 9.
Whopping 9. Off in the distance, a lot of you guys don't see it except for Lothario and Tifi, but you can make out in the distance an airship flying west. You can see a little bit further. There's an island in the distance. This is pretty far. This looks like it'd be a day's sail by ship, probably an hour's ride by airship.
Tifi, really quick, what does that cloud look like to you? That airship-shaped looking thing.
Is an airship. That's why I was confused. It's an airship.
Yeah. Hey, guys, look over there.
Lothario points out to the group, and they can see an airship in the distance. In fact, it looks like the exact same airship you guys saw that Captain Featherbeard was piloting.
Kevin grabs the carton of milk and holds it up in the air so he can look at the airship next to the drawing.
It checks out.
We don't need to roll for that one.
It's a match.
Milk never lies.
It's like when I held the cat that looked like you next to your face.
All right, what do you guys do?
Quickly to the Catmobile.
Oh, sorry. After you. Maybe yours is on key.
No, I was gonna be like.
Oh, yeah. See, that's better.
No, I like Sal's.
Okay. Well,
Fuck all of you.
There's a Catmobile?
no, sadly, there's no
He's a
Catmobile.
liar.
Do you guys remember?
But do you have an Uttermobile?
I wish.
You guys remember that the carriage that dropped you off
Yes,
is
we
no
do
longer
remember.
Oh yeah.
Well, I remember.
You look and you see it probably be about an hour's walk. You're on the high point. Adventurers Mart's on the high point. Looking down, you can see the ocean. Probably be about 45-minute walk, maybe an hour walk down to the harbor.
Y'all think before we go we should look for your friend that got sucked into yon book?
We have the book, so
No.
he's
We just kind of met him fairly recently, so I could take him or leave him, really.
well, he's a very good friend of mine, but he's in this book, and I have it, and I don't know what to do with this yet. We may as well continue with
Kevin
the
goes to
quest
open the book
so
again.
that no.
Lothario goes to slap again.
Wait. Get a spray bottle. Just no.
Sleight of hand check on Kevin. We're gonna see if this happens. And then
do
we're
I have
gonna roll.
No, did not.
Okay, did not.
Definitely did not.
You get a dodge
Kevin
contest.
tries to reach into Tifi's bag, and his hand gets slapped.
By the Punkronomicon.
The Punkronomicon comes out, slaps Kevin's hand, and goes back into the bag.
Oh wait, no. Can a hand pop out and do a little spray bottle of like punk juice? And like no.
Keep fucking with me, bro. We're gonna see what happens. You're coming from the book.
Next, it'll get sprayed like at a Guar concert.
He'll get eaten by a
Just
giant
send
worm.
dogs out on you.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do in the meantime is I'll notify the milk people and they'll put a picture of that book and your friend on the next carton going out.
This guy's great. He knows milk folk.
I do. I know the missing milk folk, and they post missing milk people.
These
on their
milk
cartons.
people, perhaps we should visit them.
They're the cream of the crop, my friend.
That'd be very helpful, potentially. But we should get going to get this situation taken care of as quick as possible, and then we can possibly research the Punkronomicon.
Let's mosey.
Guys, so I'm thinking that it's like about a 45-minute, hour-long walk there. How about we just take one of these cars in the parking lot? Or whatever. What is it? What do we have?
They would be carriages.
Why?
Yeah, what do we... Sorry, I thought it was Steampunk 2 for some reason, partially. Because of the robot people.
What are these metal carriages?
It's a bunch
why
of
don't we
those
take
giant spiders from the Will Smith movie.
New acquaintance. What?
Chud Bingsly's the handle.
Yes, Chud. Do you have any mode of transportation?
I mostly just lope. Sometimes I wander.
Well, we can elope.
Oh, I'm gonna walk this way. I am damn near 8 feet tall, so I lope fairly speedily. If anybody wants a piggyback ride, I'm looking at you, Smokey.
Well, hello.
May I ask also, what type of skills do you have other than providing milk?
Well, sir, are there other skills needed?
Well,
There are
I'll tell
not.
you this.
on a quest to retrieve
I'm what's known as a magic user. Most of my ilk are druidic mages, but I thought, damn it, I'm gonna go my own way. So, I'm a spell casting sort of a cow person.
I like magic user because sounds like he has a problem with magic.
exactly what was going through my mind.
Down to 2 spells a day.
My uncle
trying
was
to
a
kick this
magic
habit.
user, and I can sympathize.
You can go to Magic Anonymous.
I can quit anytime I want.
I am fairly addicted to the magic. It's true.
a wizard. I'm sorry, I didn't get the vibe that you were intelligent, but I was wrong. Of course.
Yeah, he
I
was too
just
busy checking out
assumed
your
that
udders.
most people are not intelligent, but this is very exciting to be with a fellow.
I'm a slow bird, my friend. A slow bird. Still
It is
waters.
quite unusual that all of us are highly intelligent.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, but, well, am I looking around? Am I allowed to?
There are carriage. To answer your question, Lothario, there are carriages around. Each carriage that's there, it's usually from somebody who is of nobility. They own a carriage. A lot of other people who are just peasants walk. But the nobility that is there, they usually have a coachman who's there. Sometimes the coachman goes out for a smoke break. Sometimes he's, maybe he's hotboxing inside the carriage. Whatever. I'm going to have you roll a stealth check to see if you're able to steal a carriage.
Okay.
We're going to say, do you go alone? Does anybody go with you?
Well, I was going to say if everyone else wants to, look around, because we all have perception checks, right?
Yeah.
And see if anyone can spot
okay, roll.
I really want this to go where you grab a cabbage that has someone sitting inside it.
the cabbage.
Carriage.
We all can't say it. We all can't see it the first
know
time.
you
We can all
missed.
fit inside down.
I
No,
know.
what?
Hold on.
I just have a note for later. I think it'd be great if the plot twist is whatever carriage we get just happens to be the snooty employee who had to deal with all the cats, who was already having the shittiest day ever, and then it's like, oh, I lost my carriage
But there's a dead
that I
body.
borrowed from
No.
mom.
I want to be that the coachman's in the carriage when we take off with it, and he's like, "What's going on?" And Lothario's just like, "Oh, Lord, someone told us to come pick this up. It's cool."
Okay, we can do that scene, absolutely. All right, we're going to say that I'm not going to make you roll a perception check. I'm going to make you roll a stealth check to see if you can get into the carriage unnoticed, Lothario. But we're going to say Lothario picks out a stagecoach. He's a thief.
Are you a carriage
You know-
jacker?
Well, I
About to
mean,
be.
I used to be hard up for money, but
I'd say he's the
I
most
wouldn't say carriage
experienced
jacker.
at casing something, knowing what to steal, knowing when to go in unnoticed. Lothario, I presume, says, I'm going to get this, I'll pick you guys up.
I rolled a 17, so that's definitely what I did.
All right, so he rolled what's the 17 something?
Nothing suspect there.
that
I certainly rolled this number.
But
Well, the god of
we rolled a
continuing the
9,
fucking
the
story
other
says
plus
it
8 is
works.
no,
So Lothario's checking all around. He sees one coach that doesn't have a coachman. In fact, there's really nobody around. In fact, the way all the other coaches are parked, he has cover from all 4 angles. Lothario knows that this is the one he's going to take. He does a quick look inside the carriage, doesn't see anybody, hops up to where the stagecoach driver would sit, grabs the reins, and says,
This one feels nice. This one feels good. This one feels like home.
and with that, he whips.
Is that your character voice?
I don't have a voice
It
because it's not
sounds
gonna.
just like you.
I feel like we just learned a little something.
I don't have a voice.
Okay.
He has a cartoon voice.
Okay.
He has a cartoon voice that sounds like sweet sugar.
Okay.
And with that, he slaps the reins and the horses start going. He brings the carriage over to the rest of the party.
Are we gonna have to do like a stealthy dexterity roll to see how well we get in this?
No, I assume
No,
you
I
guys.
think getting into a carriage is pretty...
There's nobody following you. The security adventure mark didn't see anybody.
Perfect.
Getting out is the tricky part.
Just for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a ride.
Tiffy just hops right at it. He has no qualms about it, so he just opens the door and hops right in.
Kevin follows.
All right, I assume everybody
We all
piles
just-
in. No sooner than you pile in, do you notice a sleeping halfling in the carriage who wakes up with all this new company. What's happening here? What's happening? Am I being robbed? What's happening here? Lothario, you guys are in the carriage, but Lothario whips the horses and they get moving.
Oh, don't worry, sweetheart. You know, just Lord, he told us to come and get this for him. You close your eyes again.
Roll a deception check.
Oh, 18.
Got it.
And then, what's my adder? Oh, I'm an 18. I'm legal.
Oh, you're here at the orders of Lord Ham. Well, I'm sorry, I've had trouble pronouncing the blasted name too. Truth be told, all human names sound the same to me, whether it's Johnson or Ham or Burkleton, whatever. They all sound the bloody same to me. I was just in here, got tired after smoking one. I'm afraid I'm all out though. Sorry for hotbox in this thing. I'm sure it smells pretty dank in here.
Would you care for a tall, frosted glass of milk, partner?
Only if you got chocolate milk, mate.
I do have chocolate, just for you, my friend.
Well, I would love me some chocolate milk.
And I got weed, too.
One of each, sir.
Oh, let's do it.
He offered chocolate milk to all of us earlier. It's not just for you.
Don't diminish the
sorry,
great
mate.
taste of chocolate.
Lothario, back up to Lothario. Lothario, you're leading this carriage away, and all of a sudden, you're going out west towards the docks. You're going in between Kenku structures. You don't really know the way, but you know it can't be that hard to get there if you just keep going.
I mean, how hard is the straight line, you know?
Yeah. But up ahead of you, you see a carriage blocking the road.
Shit.
A carriage blocking the road. It looks like a roll a perception check. Only him. 8. It's a fucking carriage blocking the road, man.
I could tell that there was an airship in the distance.
Yeah, man, you just know there's going to be an obstacle.
Go like wet eyes, I can't see him.
Yeah, all these bugs are getting in your eyes.
You're too pleased with yourself for like getting the carriage so smoothly that you're not paying attention.
So you really can't make it out.
I was gonna say, I'm envisioning this exactly like in Pokemon when there's like, Snorlax is blocking the path.
Do I have a flute? Do I have a magical flute?
He's the only one with the flute.
I'm 46. I don't get that reference.
Flute check.
Well,
You
Chud's
get
the
that it's a reference.
Chud definitely has some master balls, so.
Grow.
So as you're approaching, you eventually see what looks to be, you have to stop the carriage, they block the road. What you see is, it looks like there's a farmer with a donkey and a simple cart behind that donkey. You look and you see various apples and berries inside of this cart. In front of him, you can see that he's being stopped by several guys in bright orange. They're dressed like medieval guards, but they are wearing over that bright orange shirt that says Flame Festival on top of it. You can now overhear the conversation. The people inside, it's a little more distant.
I wonder if they're from the same Flame Festival as the one we're trying to find.
Oh my God, Dave.
There goes Dad
You
Dave.
forgot to say that in Kevin's voice.
Kevin doesn't see it. This is me.
Lothario, what you can hear is the guards from the Flame Festival talking. Sorry, bro. You got a tax. You want to keep going, bro? You got to be taxed. You want Flame Festival to happen in this town, bro? We need money. We're super short.
Sounds like the douche guard.
One of the other guards is like doing squat lifts in the background on like a weight set, just waiting like for shit to go down. You hear him say, "You gotta keep your quads tight. You never know when combat's gonna go down, bro. Gotta keep them tight."
He's like, just throws them down after every set, just screams like, yeah, man, I gotta go get my pre-workout.
Yeah, he puts it down, goes grabs a protein shake.
Good pump, bro. Good pump.
The other ones who are encouraging him are sitting there just hitting their vape pen, like saying, "Damn, nice quads, bro. Save some weights for me. There ain't enough weights to handle Guard Squad at Flame Festival. Ain't enough weights in this town."
Douchebags.
My specialty.
The main guard is talking to the farmer ahead of him. "Sorry, bro, you're light again on your taxes. What do you want us to do? We're gonna have to kick the shit out of you, make an example." And then the other guard's like, "I'm sorry. You don't understand. Many of my apple and orchard trees that were along the path a few days ago have been shot. It looks like branches have been exploded. I lost 137 trees. Many of the trees would catch fire, and it really affected my outcome. We're light on these apples and berries. I'm sorry, we weren't able to sell as many at the market.
That son of a bitch fucked us and then hid in his book.
Do we know about the exploding apples?
Yeah.
Do he and I?
Oh, you guys don't.
Yeah.
We do. I don't know.
Did we discuss it maybe?
Like it's come up,
Right.
and I want it to be one of those things that's come up, and we have no idea exactly. We're trying to
Let's
contextually figure
Just
it
like,
out.
you know, the time we showed up covered in blood.
do you want to retcon things to say as soon as the carriage stopped, you guys got out and were listening to all this, and maybe you guys are Gertrude and TV are laughing at this, or
Yeah. I'm definitely laughing at this.
TV doesn't laugh much.
But this gets him.
I'm sorry, I couldn't do anything, he says as he's pretending to be cupping balls like a DM for describing this.
It's like a damn prospector.
Yeah. Oh, there's gold in here. Go back to my job prospecting. Farming's for suckers.
Can you add whistling to your S's in the back?
Like Gopher
in
from Winnie
post?
the Pooh.
Just in post.
All right, and with that, we're in the middle of the farmer giving a very legitimate excuse about what happened. Right in the middle of the douchey guard just slaps him right across the face. Says, "No excuses, bro. Listen, you can sit here and make excuses all day of why your triceps and traps aren't ripped, bro. You're the reason that those trees didn't grow, and you're the reason that your muscles don't pop. There's no dedication from you farming people. And you know what? If you want Flame Festival to happen..."
Whoa, you farming people?
I'm saying you want to be part of the Crown's Guard, get some lats. It's a much sweeter job. I get paid to beat you up. Your
Farming
job
with the hard G. That's.
Farming. And with that, the guard picks up the farmer and throws him right at the feet of your crowd.
Well, I just want to strategize before we move forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
The guard, after picking him up, turns around. He picked up a human male. He's like, "You see, I got full extension when I picked him up, bro." And he's embellishes a little bit. That guy probably weighed in reality about 150 pounds. Guy probably weighed about 300 pounds, bro. But I was able to lock it out and throw him. And the other guys are hitting their vape going, "Oh, yeah!" Giving him high fives.
No, they're doing that snappy thing with their fingers where the knuckles crack. You know,
Like they're pack and chew?
Yeah. They're like, "Dope, man, dope."
Kevin typically follows Lothario's lead, so I'm just looking at Lothario.
And these guys are blocking you.
I want to strategize in terms of I'm wondering if Gertrude's robot arm would be strong enough to try to flirt with them, but then out bench press them and woo them that oh shit, a woman could do that, and then they let us through.
You could actually you could roll a strength check against these guys if you wanted. Anybody can. Kevin could try to out bench press them if he wants.
Oh shit.
Who's our most charming? Because I was thinking along the same routes of playing to their ego, because that's all they are.
Well, I do have a vagina.
Yeah, exactly. Get the edge.
True. Do we know what
It comes with +3.
It's not an edge. It's a soft round.
You know what
It's an
I
edge.
meant.
It sounds like an edge.
Would we know what who their boss would be?
Yes.
You can ask them, but I can tell you the answer right now. It's going to be Lord Privileging.
Do we have an idea? Yeah, because
And do I know?
Here's the one who sounds like this, and you know what? I would say that he is a famous enough person in this town that you would have seen him before.
Okay, the reason I ask you that is because I have a spell called Disguise Self.
I love it.
Pose as Lord Privileging.
I think that's a good call, because the only thing we have is your milk carton. He gave us cash and dropped us off. We don't have a receipt or a thing that says go on this mission for me.
Could have gotten out of the.
What would my strategy be to cow these guys into basically?
Well, that is your airship. We can just make it seem like we're literally chasing our exact airship, because we just got guys, you wouldn't believe it.
Time out, wait. If we're going to do that approach, then can he have them just pay us without doing the actual finding of the spaceship?
Shit. Well, they're just guards on the road. They probably don't have.
You don't have
money.
They don't have access
but
to
they
the
might have
PayPal.
a car or a carriage.
Goddamn.
Well, their carriage is blocking the road, so we.
I mean,
we
realistically,
have a carriage.
If he could be Privilegington, all he has to do is hey, we're coming through. And they're okay, cool, pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, dare you touch me?
And you never mess with these guys ever
I
again.
do warn you, if you talk, and you're going to have to do an impersonation, and the better your impersonation, and I'll do the better your impersonation, the lower the DC will be. But I'm going to make you roll a deception check.
Okay.
Shit.
So,
I really want him to do this guy's self, but as just some other random person and say that privileging this is sent him. That'd be so fucking stupid.
We're not going for stupid here, Dave.
That's what I go for all the time.
This is a real game we're playing.
So let me know whatever your strategy is, but I'm going to start it off with this. The old farmer who looks up at you guys, up at your feet. Why? If only somebody would help me. He says, looking up at you as if you're heroes or something.
Lothario steps over him because he doesn't like getting farmer's blood on his boots. It's the worst blood to get out.
Or do you come back to take one piece of his clothing and then walk?
I eyed him, but he rolled into the mud right as I kind of like check out the belt. I was like, it's ruined.
Kevin, as you know, is a pretty simple person. When he sees someone reaching up, he's just going to take the dude's hand and help him up.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, thank you. And you help this old man up.
Yeah.
What? Can I ask you what that voice sounds like?
Which
Privilegington.
Lord Privilegington. He sounds like picture him like with a cigarette extender or something.
Okay. All right.
What if he was Privilegington and then one of us just pretended like we're like one of his bodyguards and we spoke instead of him talking?
Gertrude could pretend to be his girlfriend.
Yeah, something. Where she's just like, hey, Privilegington wants this.
I could disguise myself and be one of the server bots.
Oh, you have disguise self too?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you should be a server bot.
Disguise selves as each other.
And if
Just for fun later.
Gertrude isn't like she doesn't give off classy vibes, right? So she can be his like, what is it, courtisane? Like his lady of the night.
magic user
Concubine?
also?
Right?
Am I a lady of the night or a lady of the day? I think I'm a
lady.
daytime kind of stripper.
Okay.
I'm a lunch break stripper.
So I can do disguise.
Oh, sweet.
All right, so we know what we're going to do?
I think so.
All right, so all right. Kevin just helped up the old man.
Okay.
Who? Did you call me Cabbage?
Oh, sorry.
No,
I
he didn't.
said Kevin.
At all.
I thought you said Cabbage.
So Chud is going to cast disguise self on himself. And
Without
Who
warning
you-
anyone.
Who
what's that?
who are you disguising
I'm
yourself
going to try to disguise myself as Lord Privilegington the Third.
Nailed it. You know what? Very few people pronounce their own names, so you should
Okay,
be good
good.
on that.
And he's famous, so everyone clearly knows who he is, right?
When I
So I want to cast the spell and then sort of burst out of the back of this carriage like in a huff. Like what's holding?
What's the holdup?
Yeah.
All right.
when Tiffy sees that Tiffy casts disguise self and becomes one of the server bots, because I feel like that might back up the plan of like
Looking
Like
legit.
you're my attendant kind of thing? Okay.
Excellent. So that means I'm going to ask you to roll a deception check in a second,
Okay.
but you're going to roll at advantage because Tiffy's helping you. Right as the Flame Festival guards, which is different from the town guard. These Flame Festival guards seem much better shape. They seem like they're on a workout regiment. They aren't just like people conscripted from the town peasants. These guys are probably the more jacked peasants.
Just don't want to hit one with my hammer. I really do. Not going to.
There's a couple ways this could play out.
Not going to. We got a plan.
Just then, the guards are startled to hear the sound of a carriage door slamming open. They turn and they see a white human male, made even whiter by the white makeup and beauty mark
And the privilege.
right on him, and the white puffy powdered wig and
Steeped in privilege.
and puffy clothing.
Basically, if privilege was a person.
Yes.
Reminiscent of 17th century Marie Antoinette, cops out of the carriage.
What is the bloody holdup here? What in blazes? Who in the hell is in the way? I have to get to my skyship. Or airship, I call it both.
Because you did the voice, there's going to be a very low DC for their deception check. But roll me a deception check. All right.
That was incredible.
That was
Yeah,
good.
and since Tiffy's helping you roll it,
You're like an octopus for voices.
First one's a 17.
Oh, you got it. But you might roll
and then
20.
a 14.
With that, the guards snap to attention. It's the king of the bros, guys. The king of the bros. Lord Privilege. The king of the bros. And like all of them snap to attention. You want a protein shake, boss? we're working as hard as we can to get this Flame Festival thing going for you, boss.
Yes, I'll take a protein shake, but get your ass out of the way.
He looks at the guy who's the least ripped of the guards. He goes, "Get him a protein shake, bro."
Also, I'll hit that vape pen. Thank you.
He gives him the vape pen. Take mine. He gives you his personal vape pen.
I'm keeping it because you wasted my time.
Understand, bro. It's a pineapple. We have other flavors if you want.
I'll take them all.
Give him your vape pens, bro. He's gonna be like, "It's my last one, man. It's my last one. Give him the vape pen."
Do they get down on one knee and like hold them up to him?
Yeah. They bend the knee and give their vape pen
TV
to.
goes and
tip
collects
our
them
vape pens.
as server bot.
Yeah.
Take these, Salvador.
They all hand it over to Serverbot. One of them grabs the old man by the back of his shirt and by the scruff of his pants, like you're throwing like an old-timey bartender throwing somebody out. Grabs him and just throws him into an alley. The other one and says, "You're lucky you're not getting your ass beating this week. Don't come up short in your taxes next week. And I don't want to hear bullshit about destroyed branches that might have been destroyed by finger guns. I don't know." And with that, the other two guards walk over to the carriage and the donkey, and they flip both the donkey and the carriage on its side, spilling donkey feces and I assume apples and berries all over the place. There is now enough room for your carriage to pursue.
Before we go, you go help that old farmer. You give him a massage and 3 vape pens.
I mean...
Do it now!
Yes, sir, right away. Two of the guys pick up, like he's pretty unconscious and cut up. They punch him up against the wall. 2 of them start taking off his shoes and start giving him a muscly foot massage.
That's better. Now, as your penance for wasting my time, all days next week are leg day.
All leg day?
All leg day!
I guess I should be thanking you because at the end of next month my quads are going to be ripped, but you got it, boss. All leg day.
Very good.
He moves over and goes, "Look how I'm massaging him. I'm massaging him the best, boss." And he goes over and starts working behind the shoulders.
I go back into the carriage and I hand out my vape pens to all my buds here because I share. And I don't want them anymore.
Hey, go tell the massage guys, be sure not to forget the prostate.
Massage thoroughly.
So are we helping the farmer, or
As you leave, one of the more go-getter ones is putting on a latex glove. You don't know what's happening, but he does hear, "Oh no, not oh!"
Nice.
Oh, it's forgiven. I did what I could for you.
Oh, that's the motivator.
Well, if every week Damian reveals a little more fetish that he has.
we started off with bird people?
You're right. I did
That's
subtly
foot fetish.
lead you guys on this. I was E.T. leaving this trail of Reese's Pieces, so we'd get to an old miner being fingered by a bunch of crows. That was on me.
A miner getting fingered or a miner?
Oh my god, yeah.
And then like
Like a
instead
piano?
We're leaving Neverland.
Jesus.
instead of E.T. having like a red thing on the end of his fingers, just a little bit of poop.
I need to wash hands.
His fingertip is ripped.
Oh.
So the carriage takes off, continues going towards the docks.
Oh yeah. Tiffy wants to say to Chud,
Chud, that was fantastic acting. I should learn how to do that so I can be more passable as a disguised person.
That's a good idea. Unfortunately, I'm stuck in this character voice still. I didn't change back to myself, so I've got to be this way for the duration of the spell.
Method actor. See.
It should be said that you can snap out of this whenever you want.
I could actually snap out of it.
You got a good sense of humor.
I'm enjoying this.
You got a great sense of humor
I'm
about
going to
it.
be Lord Privileging for the rest of the day. Okay.
You could use your character to try to get us a ship on credit.
On the docks, yeah.
Okay, it probably lasts an hour or something, right?
It does an hour.
Okay.
When you arrive at the docks, Lothario is greeted by the Dark Master Foreman. You notice a tall human man. Looks like he's been raised by the sea. Looks like one salty motherfucker. I believe that's the correct term. What can I do for you? I see you're riding a cabbage with a royal insignia.
Cabbage.
Yes, it's quite the cabbage. It fits 4 comfortably. We got a.
We call carriages cabbages if you've been out by the sea often, but to sell a land dog like you wouldn't know that.
Oh, I dig it. I dig the sea lingo.
I guess you could say it's a decorative cabbage.
I did, but like, you can't see it.
Where's that high-pitched noise coming from? I don't decorative carriage in your terms. I don't understand what's happening. What are you saying? I assume that's coming from the folk you got inside. Are those royal folk?
It's a talking cabbage. Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make fun of you, sir. No, I'm actually driving Lord Privilegington, and we're looking for a vessel westward.
Lord Privilegington came to the docks.
What's the hold up out there?
Yeah, it's in back there.
What's taking so long?
I know the sound of that arsehole, friend, he says under his breath.
I'm sorry, what?
Lord Privilegington, it's so wonderful to see you here. You don't need to get out. I can hear you just fine from out here. I take it you'll be needing an airship.
That's right, I'll need an airship and a bunch of weed.
Oh, well, I wouldn't know. Would I, perhaps?
Then just airship, then that's fine.
Oh, thank goodness. I was going to share me weed with that asshole anyway.
Really quick, I have the ability thieves can't. I have like coded language. Could I speak to other people that don't understand that language?
You could speak to other thieves or people you suspect, like any other like thief. You could, or you could leave a message for somebody, like written in thieves can't, and it would allow the thief would
understand. Okay, so this guy wouldn't be able to.
But is he a thief or is he like?
No, he's just a dog worker.
No, but can you communicate with people who are like sketchy?
Try communicating with thieves can't. Try using some hand signals. You could try right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, you don't want to give us weed. That'd be really bad. But I'm clearly like, come on, dude, just give us a little bit of weed.
Now, if you're talking like just using like talking one working man to another, like, hey, I'm his servant, that would work. Otherwise, if you're trying to use thieves can't, this captain doesn't know, and it looks like you're flashing gang signs at him.
And all the other dog workers
the wrong
stop what they're
territory
doing.
to be flashing those gang signs because I'll put a cap on your ass right here and right now. Get out of here, blood.
Would it be a cap in his ass or a fish hook in his ass?
I will put my fisherman's cap on his ass. And fuck the face.
15th.
More fetishes.
We can't bring the kids into this one anymore.
He's not going to release a single episode. They're all going to be like...
He's just recording his first person.
Insight into his pathology.
I said this was a D&D podcast. I think it's just like a...
It's an S&M and D.
in my dungeon.
It's a BDSM podcast.
I gave each of you the ability to be your use. She's a trailer whore. He's a dumb cat.
We all have goals to aspire towards.
I mean, it explains why you're wearing the leather skin suit.
Lothario, Sal plays a Mexican human. We all played some wild fantasy.
Clint plays androgynous.
Clint's the one we accept the most.
The dock foreman looks up at Lothario and gives you a little like I got you, like a little look saying I got you. I got a bag. Don't worry, there'll be a bag for you later. Is what the look he gave you says. He says, go ahead and pull the carriage right up there. I'll have one of Lord Privilegington's airships brought to you, and it should be there shortly. Go ahead and pile on in. Will you be needing any crew today?
Could we wake up the dude and hire him?
Point of order. I don't know how it is in D&D now, but D&D back then, Thieves' Cant was like an actual language. It wasn't hand signs.
It is a language. It's slower and more. You can communicate. I would have allowed hand signs in our world. It also is.
I'm just anticipating listeners being like, wait a second, man.
Are listeners the ones you're concerned about, or are you concerned?
Thieves' Cant's a language that is worked into everyday common or any other language.
Okay.
And it's slower and more deliberate to conceal a message. So.
Got it.
But it is done verbally, and it would sound weird to somebody else just listening to the conversation.
I'm a thief.
If you break it down, if you play it in reverse, it's like playing a Metallica record in reverse.
No one else gets this.
Lothario slaps the horses with the reins. The carriage pulls up to right where the dockmaster told him to pull up. You look and you see this long harbor that goes into this beautiful sea that looks almost Mediterranean. It stretches on. You see the island that you assume Flamefest is going to take place on. Someplace in the distance. It's a speck in the distance. And there you are waiting for the airship to arrive.
Oh.
Lord, you still look like Lord Privilegington. Many sailors are actually not being around you because they know that nothing good can come from being around Lord Privilegington. Right. So,
good. Get that swami butts out of my face.
They're gonna lose all their vape pens.
Chud's in character, making wild hand motions as he's just having casual conversation. Just make it look like he's yelling at the people he's with.
Looking like server bot, I keep in front and just kind of hold the front of the line. Stay in character.
Yeah. Every once in a while, Lord Privilegington can slap server bot.
Take that. Where's
staying
my
in character.
You stupid bot.
Unless anybody else wants to say something, after several minutes of this berating, the airship, you can see it, it's very loud, comes flying over. Lord Privilegington had bragged about the Kenku stealing his third best airship, and the one that he's pulling up must be his second or first, because it is much bigger and much more grand. Looks like a flying yacht, whereas the third one looked like flying pirate ship that was very nice, but it looked like a pirate ship. This one looks like a modern day yacht, but with huge propellers, one in the front, 2 in the back that keep it going. It's a sleek white color. It looks like you could have, it has 3 jacuzzis on different varying levels of this ship. This is a true party yacht. As the engines approach, the noise is almost overbearing, but finally the ship lands. Rope bridge comes out for you guys too.
Gertrude sees a bag of weed on the ground that must have fallen out while the rope came down. She picks it up, she takes one long drag off of her cigarette that's still going and looks up at the airship and goes,
Time to get high, boys.
The members of this podcast do not endorse these puns. I SaraLee just want everyone to know that.
That was punishment.
I agree.
You guys told me to find a good line to end on, and I did what I was told.
No, you did not find a good line to end on.
You know what?
I guess the podcast has to keep going for another 30 minutes. Okay.
Why don't we just kick Dave out?
Let's just have the listeners, if anyone listens to this podcast, tell us if you like that line or not in the comments.
Support me.
We're going to end it right there. By the way, this is officially the end of the episode, but if any of our fans are listening right now and you give us a 5-star review on iTunes, in your comment section, go ahead and leave what you'd like to be addressed as and who you'd like to promote you. And we'll have one of the characters on the show write a little bit about how awesome you are. And thank you for supporting the show. And we'll read them all off at the end of the show. So if you want Kevin to write something awesome about you, I would recommend somebody else. But if
you don't want SaraLee writing something about you.
I am an amazing writer. Thank you very much.
And I could make poetry sound amazing in this voice.
What would Kevin say about someone? I'd love to hear that one.
This is a person.
You'd have to comment and ask.
Yeah, he just doesn't give it away for free.
I know. I love that voice.
Yeah, listen, if I see a 5-star comment like a Jesse D&D fan.
Oh, yeah, no, just because I want to hear
5-star
Dave's
review.
voice. I know.
If you want to hear Dave give you compliments that he would never give you otherwise.
I want a bunch of cat-related compliments from Dave.
All right. Thank you very much. This has been the Awful Neutral Podcast. See you next week, nerds.
Got milk.
Thank you so very much for listening, and I hope you stick around as we grow and get better. If you like what you heard, please check out my other podcast, Science Faction. It's a comedy science news program available on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks for listening, nerds. See you next week.